Hello my friends, I am Jyotirvid Pawan Kumar. Today in this video I would like to talk about cats. Cats are very intelligent and spiritually highly evolved animals. It may sound strange to people who don't have faith in spiritual things, but this is true. The great Tibetan Lama, Tuesday Lobsang Raampa, has written a lot about these cats. Lobsang Raampa, in the last part of his life, he was living in Canada, and he had two cats, Siamese cats, black cats. They were rescued from somewhere. One of the cat, named Mrs. Fifi Grey Whiskers, was blind because earlier she was with a very rich lady in France, but she was not looked after well, so she became blind. The other cat, Lady Kui, was all right. She had sight. So both these cats were giving company to the great Lama, Lobsang Raampa. Lobsang Raampa used to get a lot of letters from readers. He had written 19 books till his death in 1981. So he used to get a lot of letters. So when a packet of letter arrives, cats, because they have occult powers, even without opening the packet, they knew that so many letters have arrived. So they will talk with each other. Oh, today there are 60 letters, so Rampa has a lot of work to do. Let us look after him. They have different concepts. They have different way of treating things, but they are very intelligent, highly evolved spiritually. This is true. So one day, Mrs. Fifi Grey Whisker, who was blind, asked Lobsang Rampa through telepathy. Of course, they communicate through telepathy. That Rampa, why don't you write a book about us? We want to write about us. Rampa said, Fifi, have you gone mad? Who will believe that a cat has written a book? She said, okay, but I have memories I want to put in words. So Mrs. Fifi Grey Whisker, the blind cat, dictated through telepathy to Lobsang Raampa her views, her thoughts, and this book I'll show you. This book, Living with the Lama by Lobsang Raampa, was the result. Now in this book, the complete book is dictated by Fifi, but I would like to read out the foreword of this book. Here it is, foreword, written by Mrs. Fifi Grey Whiskers. Now it is interesting, so I will read out. Now Lama is saying, "You have gone off your head, Fifi," said the Lama. "Who will believe that you wrote a book?" He smiled down at me, Fifi saying, he smiled down at me and rubbed under my chin in just the way I liked best before he left the room on some business. I sat and pondered, Fifi saying, I sat and pondered, why should I not write a book? I thought, true, that I am a cat, but not an ordinary cat. Oh dear, no, I am a Siamese cat who has traveled far and seen much. Seen, in inverted commas, question mark, seen because he was blind. She says, well, of course, I am quite blind now and have to rely on the Lama, Lobsang Raampa, and Lady Kui, the other companion cat, to tell me of the present scene, but I have my memories. Of course, I am old, very old indeed, and not a little infirm, but is that not good reason why I should put on paper the events of my life while I am able? Here, then, is my version of living with the Lama and the happiest days of my life, days of sunshine after a lifetime of shadows. Because she became blind because she was not looked after by the women in France. So Fifi Greybisker telepathically dictated this book to Lobsang Raampa. It is hard to believe by those who don't believe in occult powers and spiritual things, but this is true. This is very interesting. My dear friends, when I'm talking about this book, Lobsang Raampa died in 1981, and before his death, he didn't give any publishing rights to any publisher. The books, as I found out, the books are still published. Some of them, they are very expensive. Kindle version is cheaper as compared to print version. But I doubt the authenticity of those books being published after 1981, after death of Lobsang Raampa. Publishers might have altered the text. So the best thing is to go to some old bookshop and find a copy of the book published before 1981. Lobsang Raampa wrote 19 books in all, and Living with the Lama is one of them. Or alternative is free of cost, you can download from a site lobsangrampa.org all the books. These books are on this site are genuine, I have found out. So my dear friends, cats are very lovely animals, very spiritually evolved. There is a superstition, particularly in the East, in our country, that if you are going somewhere for a task and a cat crosses your path, then that is a bad omen. You may not be able to accomplish that task. But that is wrong. Now, origin of that wrong thought is that many ages before, long time before, humans could communicate through all animals. They had this power. They misused this power later, so they were deprived of this power. So when humans could communicate with animals and others through telepathy, so if a person was going out of his house with some bad intention particularly, so that person thought that, oh, if a cat comes across my path, the cat is going to send all information to God, because cats are eyes of God. They have been given a task on this earth to send all information about humans. A cat is so, such a small animal, can sit somewhere silently and watch. So she sends all information. So this woman was the origin of, at that time, due to this, that the person thought that, oh, now my karma will be bad because the cat is going to send up all the information, where I am going, what I am going to do, and all that. My dear friends, I hope you like this video. If you have any comments regarding the topic of this video or any questions, I am there to answer. This book is very interesting, and if you are a cat lover, or even if you are not, but you have some faith, go on, read this book. You will enjoy, you will learn a lot. Thank you for watching.